Hey guys! Welcome back to WrestleLands. It's been like a month. Who cares? I'm Batch212 and I'm here with It's Wolfie57.
It's 51, stuck to me.
Yeah, today we've got some interesting topics. And also you got Royal Rumble in the background, and why is Boris Johnson starting it?
Yeah, you could have put like a normal word on the laptop, you know.
Oh yeah, I put it not allowed, but okay, whatever. We'll not talk about that.
Move on
So
to today's topics.
no, I don't want copyright. Okay, so today's topics, we're gonna start off with general managers.
Tag team match player.
Malaya. Also, by the way, guys, yeah, no problem. I was gonna say like talk about Universe Mode series, but like everyone's come from our channels.
Right, so let's talk about GMs, and while I think, anyway, they should bring general managers back as on-screen authority figures.
Yes.
So what's your opinion on GMs? Do you think they should return or never to be on the face of Earth again?
Yeah. So the last ones were Baron Corbin and Paige, I believe.
I mean, obviously you've still got William Regal as GM of NXT.
And then you got that NXT UK lad.
Forgot his name, don't watch NXT UK.
Yeah, me neither.
And obviously Drake Maverick is no longer the GM of 205 Live, so 205 Live doesn't even have it anymore.
Yeah, wait, does 205 Live still exist?
Yes, it does. It's still on after SmackDown.
How?
Doing how?
Oh, I thought that was gone ages ago because of like it was on NXT now, the Cruiserweight title. So,
how did you think it... Leon Ruff is on 205 Live, how do you not know?
Oh, whatever.
Leon Ruff is amazing on 205 Live. We should talk about that another time, Leon Ruff.
Yeah, that'll be next episode.
Right, anyway, so general managers are obviously really crucial. Like, they need general managers as an on-screen authority because it's like good. Because other than now, to set matches, you've just got like when Eliza's hit by the car and that Jeff Hardy's arrested. You had like this backstage dude just explaining it all. It's better when you have a general manager like, you know,
Teddy
explaining like. Yeah, Teddy Long, the best general manager of all time.
Yes.
You've also got people like Eric Bischoff. You could bring Paul Heyman as a general manager. He'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like Booker T.
That would be good. Oh, I was thinking, what's his name again? I was thinking of like recently retired stars like Mark Henry, Big Show.
Big Show's not retired. But
yeah, I know, but when Big Show's done with Orton, have him as like general manager.
Big Show said he's probably not going to be. He's going to be around for quite like a year still. So.
Okay.
Because he's back to being full time now because he was part time when he record his Netflix show.
Netflix. Yeah, I watched like 4 episodes of that. It's pretty decent, but it's like a kids show.
See, I don't have Netflix, so no, I can't.
It's basically, you know, what? Okay, I'm trying to think what was not on Netflix. Okay, I need to remember shows that I knew as a kid. Did you watch Jessie? Because my sister did.
I didn't really watch TV as a kid. Right. Anyway, like, see, general managers, I feel like the better general managers are people that, like, of just for that role, like Teddy Long, Eric Bischoff, Booker T, William Regal.
Yeah.
People like that. If I also choose 3 general managers for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, I'd pick Eric Bischoff for Raw, Booker T for NXT, and Teddy Long for SmackDown.
You're getting rid of William Regal.
They could send Regal to NXT UK because I don't even know if whatever his name is still in NXT UK. Because I don't even know. I mean, obviously, because they have people in control of each brand. Like, for instance, they have Vince maybe on SmackDown or Stephanie, then they have maybe Shane on Raw or whatever, and they have Triple H on NXT, of course. Because Triple H is still on NXT, he appears a couple of times, but the rest of them just hardly appear on Raw and SmackDown. That's what Raw and SmackDown is lacking. Raw and SmackDown is lacking authority figures. They need people on screen like that. Like, they could have Vince as the heel and Teddy as the face on SmackDown. Or they could have, like, Shane as a face and Eric Bischoff as a heel on Raw.
I love how you say you're talking about Eric Bischoff and Teddy Long because they're definitely not our, you know.
Well, the thing is, they're like the two best general managers ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you though. They are really good. So I was also thinking about general managers, commissioners, if you remember what they are. That was Stephanie McMahon and Shane McMahon. They were like the upper authority figure, like.
You see, like, if you have a commissioners, they're basically just an authority figure, like, that doesn't, like, he's just in charge of the general manager, like, is the boss. And that is the McMahon normally, like.
So Shane McMahon was on SmackDown and Stephanie was on Raw, I believe. And Triple H.
Like, I don't know why they really. Because Stephanie's more of a really a SmackDown person, in my opinion.
Yeah, recent times she was more of Raw though. Recent times.
I feel like, don't know, because they should have like. They used to have, back in the day, Shane and Stephanie joint on SmackDown or Raw, I forgot which one.
I think they had ECW and WCW, I think that was the Alliance.
Yeah. And they had like Vince on one show and Shane and Stephanie on another. Now obviously they have Triple H and NXT, if they put Vince on SmackDown or something and they have Shane and Stephanie on Raw.
Yeah.
That could work. Like, they could have Stephanie as the commissioner, Shane as the GM. Like, back in 2016 when Shane just returned, they had Shane and Stephanie as on Raw and SmackDown, the brand split that exist then, as two amazing authority figures. Like, because it's like Shane was the good guy, Stephanie was the bad guy. Because Triple H wasn't there at the time, Vince was like really there.
Yeah, and also, you got to remember the authority. Stephanie, Triple H, Big Show, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton.
Big Show was there a couple of times. They were like, off to him face.
I can't decide.
Face or heel?
Yeah, so moving on from that, we're going to be talking about the Great American Bash and our predictions for next week. Keith Lee versus Adam Cole, baby.
Right. Before we talk about next week, let's talk about this past Wednesday, which I think, yeah, it was definitely better than AEW Fight Fest. I rarely watch All Elite Wrestling because I just don't really find that entertaining.
Me neither.
So I did watch Fight Fest, like a few highlights of it, but compared to NXT, I just did not think it lived up to what it was.
Of course, Great American Bash had Sasha Banks, Io Shirai.
Yeah, they had Sasha Banks versus Io Shirai, which was easily the match of the night. They had Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Asuka there. You could
that really builds up Extreme Rules.
They got 3 people from Raw and SmackDown just to come up to try and beat AEW, but no, because NXT isn't. NXT is part of the main roster. NXT is now part of the main roster, so they can do that. So I think personally they should do another brand split between Raw, SmackDown and NXT.
Yeah.
And then Evolve, which WWE just purchased, should be the developmental brand with actual developmental talent in.
Yeah, I agree fully.
Because I think that's a better way to do it.
Yeah, we also need to talk about the strap match between...
Oh, Roderick Strong and Dexter Lumis. That was a pretty decent match.
Yeah, but like, I don't know why, like, I was just watching some of the highlights and Roderick Strong, oh no, that's a Viper trunk, not a normal trunk.
I didn't even know what a Viper trunk was until that. I was like,
it's a smaller version of the typical generic trunk.
And to be honest, I did like the Rhea Ripley versus Robert Stone and forgot the other one.
Just destroyed everything. Yeah, that will actually move on to our next topic. That sort of suits a bit.
Should we quickly talk about Keith Lee versus Adam Cole next week?
Yes.
Which I think there's been some spoilers online. I purposely not looked at them.
Me neither.
But I think that Keith Lee, whoever loses, I feel like it's going up to the main roster. So
you just said NXT was the main roster. Are you talking about...
Well, no, not the main roster, up to Raw and SmackDown, because they've been on NXT for so long. Like, if Keith Lee loses, he's definitely going to go. But if Adam Cole, obviously, are they going to take the whole Undisputed Era up to Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah. I agree, but...
I don't, because they've got that Dexter Lumis stuff going on, so I don't really know. But I feel like they're going to give it to Keith Lee. I think he's probably the fan favourite this whole year. He's definitely like the best in NXT in 2020.
Yes, definitely. But I'm predicting a Keith Lee win.
Same. I think Keith Lee is going to beat Adam Cole. Adam Cole's been NXT champ for too long. I think they give it to Keith Lee, and then they have the feud with Karrion Kross, which is probably what they're going to do.
I think there should be a feud between Karrion Kross for the NXT North American title, and then I think they should give a NXT Championship match to Finn Balor. Or the other way around.
See, obviously Keith Lee's a mega babyface. I'm carrying Cross as a heel. Adam Cole's also heel, so I don't think they'll do Cole versus Cross because they're both heels. If they do Lee versus Cross, they're two face and heel, and that would work. Same Finn Balor's a heel if he went against Keith Lee. That would work because it doesn't matter who goes for North America, who goes for the NXT. They're still heel versus face, and Keith Lee can work with both those people. And I can see Keith Lee probably losing the North American Championship and then just being NXT champion.
Yeah, like what they
because he's
did
had
in
North
Step
American
1
Championship since like January. I think if he drops that next defence and just solo NXT champ for like the rest of the year,
yeah,
I think that would work then.
So now, next up on the list, why AEW is trash.
Right,
This will be a new segment where we talk about how trash AEW is. You can start, Wolf, because you're more passionate on me in this topic.
I do not like AEW. I mentioned it earlier. I watched them Double or Nothing when like the original Double or Nothing back in last year. I thought it was really good. John Moxley debuted, yeah, and then they had the first Dynamite. I just did not. I was so bored. I actually fell asleep, but I tried to watch the next week. I kicked it off halfway through. I just could not be bothered anymore. It just did not have the same feel. I didn't know half the people there. I tried to know them, I couldn't. So then I started watching the highlights, and I just gave up. I gave up until it was awful. I watched the next pay-per-view, forgot what it was, but I think it was All Out. It was cool when like Jericho won, but it just wasn't the best. Ever since then, I just do not like AEW. And then I didn't watch AEW since Fyter Fest when I watched the highlights, and it just, compared to Great American Bash, it just wasn't good enough.
Great American Bash had, well, because NXT's been around longer and stuff, they have legends, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Asuka. All appeared.
To be honest, AEW should be ahead, because they have John Moxley, Brody Lee, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks.
Yeah, Revival now.
Revival, yeah, FTR, Matt Hardy. NXT doesn't have that. NXT, sometimes they bring up main roster guys to the roster, like on Survivor Series they brought up some people to build that storyline. But obviously they had Sasha Banks, Asuka, and Bayley this week.
Kevin Owens was at War Games.
For that War Games match, and yeah, but they're not there all the time. They've got those top stars there every single week.
Also, I think NXT can be more creative as well. Like, AEW fans, like, it's not just AEW fans, I think it's all promotion fans. Like, they always defend their promotion, but then...
Like, I want to bring something up, like, WWE were not testing many people for COVID before, and AEW fans got so triggered and say WWE should shut down. And now AEW's not testing everybody, and AEW... And
I don't think they tested anyone. I think they only tested John Moxley because of Renee Young.
Yeah, they test most wrestlers, but they don't test backstage people. And if a wrestler goes to like the bathroom or something, like, and the producer been there who probably may be positive, you just stuffed it. The whole wrestler done. To be honest, New Japan is probably the only promotion that's actually handled this like they should.
Yeah, they had time off and everything. Like, Raw, I think because Raw got the accolade right now of...
Impact's been doing well. They've been testing since like the beginning.
Well, Raw have been, what's the word? Accolade of the longest running weekly show. They want to keep that as long as possible. Like, they weren't risking it at all. Like, as soon as they found out no fans performed...
Who will get it after... If Raw goes off air, who will be the longest running now?
Well, Raw's been going on for the last 12 years, I want to say 12 years. I think they went in 2003. So
Raw's been going for like 27 years.
Yeah. No, on USA Network I'm talking about, unless it's all US, because they were on Spike TV until 2003.
Yeah, wait, what's SmackDown? Is SmackDown after Raw with the longest running?
Probably, I have no idea.
New Japan maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. But you got to admit...
While we're speaking about this, we should speak about Evolve, because WWE have purchased Evolve. Well, WWE have been partners with Evolve, with NXT for like siblings companies. Like, they've had NXT wrestlers like Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, Keith Lee, all of those people go to Evolve. But now WWE have purchased the entire rights of Evolve. So what they can do is they can
Shut them
put
down.
all of Evolve's matches onto the WWE network, and some of Evolve's matches have people like the Young Bucks and AEW people in them, so they have the rights to that content that they can put on the network.
Genius. Anyway,
So
we're going to move on to our final topic for today. It is intergender wrestling. Well, hey.
Right.
So I want to start this
Intergender
off
wrestling.
this one.
Yeah, you can go off with that.
Basically, I like what they're doing with the mixed match challenge. That was good because it also on Facebook, so I can watch it for free. So.
Yeah.
But no, it's So, mixed match challenge. Fine, they're fine, okay. But I saw this tweet recently, and I think I saw it because you replied to it, just fuming.
Why? What was it? I can't remember.
It was like, oh yeah, should intergender wrestling be a thing? Which is male v female wrestling.
What did I put? I forgot.
I think you were like, I think you said no, that should not happen at all or something, I don't know.
I think you probably just put no.
Yeah, but
no.
I think what happened is, like, I'm not saying this is a bad move, but I'm not saying it's the best move. When a woman attacks a man in WWE, bam, you cannot do that. Cut it out. But when it's the other way round, the ref goes on a rampage.
See, no, I don't understand. It's not just WWE, it's the real world. If a woman, for instance, attacks a man, it's fine. But there's very rare occasions when a man can attack a woman. Very rare. Exactly like in Nia Jax is one of the rare occasions in recent memory where it's been fine with.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, well,
you know, when Nia Jax attacked R-Truth from behind in that Rumble, not many people cared. But when like Rey Mysterio, Dolph Ziggler, and Randy Orton attacked Nia Jax, they all freaked out. They were like, I thought you meant to treat genders equally, but you're not.
Yeah. I saw this TikTok recently. Right, I've seen a couple of these. Like, this is America. It's not just America, but kinda. But basically,
if you're going to make intergender wrestling a proper thing, then get rid of the women's championship. Just do it all. Just get rid of the women's title. Just if you want to do that, just get rid of the women's title and do it all.
By the way,
like
we're not being sexist by this.
No, we're not. We're just saying.
We're saying so they can challenge for like the US.
There's no need for women's championships if you're just going to do it versus men.
Yeah, like,
but then that takes away more opportunity for the men. So if you can have the top men versus the top women, you could have like a top men versus an up-and-coming man instead to win the title. For instance, Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar. You could have had Brock Lesnar, Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, and that took Drew's momentum away. And Drew, if you did intergender wrestling from the beginning, Drew wouldn't be champ now. It probably would be Charlotte, because you know what WWE's like with Charlotte.
Yeah, but basically, it was like, it's so, I know, because of women's history and stuff, it's always seemed so one-sided, and it's really not. Like, I know incidences at my school where, like I'll be honest, there has been experiences with people in my school who are close to me, like, and this can get deep, but like, they were attacked by women, badly, and the school did the right thing, which I give huge prop to. They did the right thing and gave an equal punishment, as if it was vice versa. Which is good, but the real world they just need to get grip, to be honest. Like,
also, like what you saw with the mixed match challenge, that's fine because women fight the women, men fight the men. Very rarely, like, a woman will attack a man, and like a man will attack a woman, it'll be like, oh,
call the police!
Call the police.
Call the police? Like, literally.
Like, they used to do it fine, like, when Undertaker
China won the Intercontinental Championship, and Jericho had a really decent match with her for it. For the IC title, but that was in the Attitude Era. But now we're in the PG era, it's a lot different.
Speaking of intergender wrestling, obviously, Tessa Blanchard, was it, won the Impact World Championship, which is the men's title. And then, it's very likely she's going to WWE.
That could set a huge example. That could actually be the start.
Because AEW have just said they don't want to sign us, so the only place I've afford to go is WWE at this moment of time, because there's nowhere else. Otherwise, there's nowhere else. So, because Impact fired her, Evolve's done. So I could see her going to NXT very highly. She was in NXT before before she left for Impact. So,
Yeah.
very
Oh
high
my
chance.
God, what is Daryl doing in the Royal Rumble match?
How many people you got left in the Rumble?
There's 2 more people. We just hit number 28, so we need to wrap this up. So,
Right.
we also. Oh God, my controller. No. Heck.
Is there anything else we need to talk about this week?
The IC title match, Gulak and Styles, really, and that's it.
That was a really decent match, I thought.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
obviously,
they did the right
they weren't
choice.
going to give Gulak the title now.
Yeah, that would.
They weren't going to give him Drew Gulak the title now. They could easily give him the title if, for instance, SummerSlam, they really are high on Gulak and they want to give him a championship. SummerSlam, they probably could if they have like a multi-man like ladder match or something. Like
Just please
Gulak,
not Matt
Bryan,
Riddle.
Styles,
Please not Matt
Riddle.
Riddle. Oh, I would like to say we both despise Matt Riddle so
Matt
much.
Riddle
I used to
is
like
just-
him, but not anymore.
He's just annoyed. They put him straight for championship picture when he's done jack up. I just hope they're doing the Corbin and Riddle match where Corbin beats him.
Corbin is unhappy with it because he has to feud with.
Yeah, they could do Corbin versus Riddle at Extreme Rules, but I just want them to hold it off till SummerSlam, just so he's not in the IC title picture so quickly.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
So
all.
if at SummerSlam they do Styles versus maybe Bryan Gulak, Chad Gable, or because it looks like Cesaro and Nakamura are most likely winning the tag titles at Extreme Rules, so they could do Kofi or Big E. They could finally give Big E a singles title.
Big E likes him. Anyway, that's all we have time for today. Hope you enjoyed. We'll try not to upload another 3 weeks, but yeah. I'll see you guys later.
Today, by the time we've uploaded this, Styles would have lost the title to Gulak
Yeah.
next week.